Hello, hello. Molly Carmel here. Felt like we should have a chat. Love a good Thursday chat. Love a good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday chat, but love a good Thursday chat. I'm going to try to chat every Thursday. It's my new thing. Anyway, so hi, happy Thursday. Hi. Oh my God, so many fun people coming in. It's like a surprise. It's like, woo, good morning. Um, so here's the thing I had to learn in this lifetime. I had no idea. This was so brand news to me. So if this is like brand news to you, like count me in. Hi, Carson. Mwah. So I thought like when I was deeply miserable in my abusive relationship with food, like, and I'm talking like deeply miserable. I just thought like what I thought was like the thing. Like I would think like, oh, you're so terrible. You're never going to get this. You're going to be fat for life. You're terrible. I hate you. Like I just lived in like the deepest, darkest, self-destructive thinking, believing I would never, ever be able to find freedom. And then I started being trained a little bit in cognitive behavioral therapy. And frankly, I did a lot of spiritual work if you want to know my real truth, which is literally all I'm here to do with you is tell you my real truth. And then I started to realize that like we literally believe everything we think. And so I would be having these thoughts and I would just be like, yeah, cool, come in. Oh, you're a terrible person. Oh yeah, cool, come in. Go live in the main house. Like, oh wow, you're disgusting. Your body's so gross. Like, oh yeah, totally, come on in. It's like believing it like hook, line, and sinker. And then my beliefs would start to influence my actions. And it was like a total shit show, like beyond, excuse my language, it was a total shoe show or whatever we want to call it. And the problem is that beliefs, so repeated thoughts, when we start to believe thoughts over and over again, that beliefs are thoughts that we have over and over again, right? We think something, we give it stock, we give it energy over and over again. We act on it over and over again. Like that just becomes a belief. And so what I didn't know back in the day was you could like change those, you could shift those, you could choose to believe something new. And that could actually materialize. Like that could be a thing. And you can change so much of your life by shifting your beliefs. Simple, not easy. Simple, not easy, because it takes two things, right? The first thing it takes is like a supreme mindfulness. And that word is just batted around like it's nobody's business. But the truth is that like, it takes a real consciousness to be like the thought will be like, oh, you look disgusting in that. And I have to like stop the presses, back the ship up and be like, no, sorry, you're beautiful. Thank you, healthy body. You're amazing. Onward. And that does take a lot of energy in the beginning, because the other thing I want to remind you of is that you don't necessarily, I don't know how to say it, but like, you don't necessarily need to believe everything you're choosing to believe. You know what I mean? I always say that the bank of positive thinking takes counterfeit money. And if you're really in a dark place, and I get it, oh my goodness, loves, I have been in the darkest of despair. I've been in the bottom of hell, climb my way out of there. The thing is, you're going to have to fake it a little bit, or at minimum, take my word for it. And listen, the other thing is, I'm not talking toxic positivity here. Toxic positivity can get the lion out of me ready to kill people. So I'm not saying like we're not allowed to feel sad and angry and even hopeless at times. But there is a space in which we need to evaluate if what we're really choosing to believe is true. I don't believe you're hopeless. I don't believe there's not a solution. I believe that you can have a very different relationship with food and a very different relationship with yourself as a result. Come borrow it from my bank. It's on the house. I'm not even going to charge you interest. Just take it. And so shifting our beliefs around food, around dieting, around body image, it's not that it's hard. You know, I hate that word, right? Because I believe hard is like having a radical discovery. Like I believe in that so hardcore. And I really believe that we earn the best things that we have in this life are really like earned. Like we fight for it. I believe in fight. When we fight for it, it really starts to mean something, right? But the truth is, and especially as it comes to diet drama and trauma, like these well-worn snow grooves of beliefs, they've just been around for a really long time. And so we have to create like this whole new way of thinking and believing. And it's like we have to create a whole new ski slope, right? A whole new way of thinking and believing. That takes time, that takes energy, and it takes like a lot of patience and a lot of focus and a lot of like, sometimes I think about like when you're trying to shift your beliefs, like the first thing you have to do is like listen to what you're thinking. And that's sometimes like walking a dog down 42nd Street, you're like, nope, 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 nope. But you have to start to have a consciousness over what you're thinking so that you can start to choose new beliefs. Now, listen, I also want to say like, you can choose what you want to believe. Like, what's the worst that happens? You say, you know what? I'm going to create you say, I am so happy and grateful that I have this beautiful, healthy, peaceful relationship with food. Like if you're having that at the top of your mind, you can start to navigate it. It can be your beacon. It can be your point in which you create the life that you want. Imperfectly, moments of doubt, moments of like imperfectly, bit by bit, step by step, 3 steps forward, a step back. No big deal. Believe you me, no one hates toxic. No one hates toxic. Well, maybe some people hate toxic positivity as much as I do. So I'm not saying we're not allowed to have a bad day. I'm not saying we're not allowed to be hopeless from time to time. You're allowed to do whatever you want. I'm not the boss of you. But if you want to be shifting this life of yours, you want to be shifting this relationship with food, we want to start to get some new material. We want to start to get a whole new ski slope in, and we want to start practicing that, and you're beautiful and you're enough. And this is all happening, and it takes focus and attention. And in the imperfection and in the slipping is actually where we learn, how to really love ourselves and who we want to be. So listen, I want to understand something. I'm dying to help, and I'm dying to know, like, what has been your most difficult part of shifting your beliefs? What is the hardest thing for you when you're trying to shift your beliefs, right? And what are the beliefs that stayed stuck to you the most? Those are really hard. Those are really hard to get over, right? And is there anybody out there? I want to know, I want to see like all the comments. Like, is there anybody out there that like, that there was like a positive moment that helped to put like a aha, a Yahoo that was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it is going to be okay. Like maybe I really can have this relationship with food that I am like dying for. I had one. I have lots of them, right? But I'm telling you, I really didn't recognize when I was in the depths of it. I just really thought like everything I thought was truth. And I didn't think that I could choose to think new things. And it was a really miserable way to live. And now at least I can think, oh, I don't like the way that looks. Okay. And then I can sort of navigate that, negotiate that. Like, why don't I like the way it looks? Like, I'm beautiful. My body is so strong. My body's been through so much. Or there's so many ways to do this. But I want to hear what's going on with you because I'm here to help. And also, two quick things. If like you haven't listened to What You're Craving, my podcast, link in bio. This week's is so good, talking to my meditation teacher, Bob Roth. He's incredible. People are so into it. And I want you to see it. Oh, somebody's saying that the hardest belief is that they can really keep it up long-term. Put a pin in that, Anne. Forever is literally the most toxic word you can say to yourself when you're making any change or trying to create any relationship. If you told me that I couldn't have sugar forever, I would just be like, I would be buying all of us cupcakes in this moment. So that's again about mindfulness, right? Like staying in the moment. Staying in the moment is the greatest gift you can give. And the other thing I just want to say really quickly, which is support is the absolute, the opposite of addiction is connection. Support and connection is so incredible. And Breaking Up with Sugar, my book, has the most wonderful Facebook community that I've ever seen in my life, where it's just a bunch of people here to love and care for you. And if you want a link to that, just DM me. I'll send you a link to the Facebook group. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And listen, if nobody's told you that they love you today, I do. I love you. You're amazing. You're amazing. Like, any attempt that we're making at trying to make change in our life makes us amazing, amazing warriors. And if you want to just start with that belief, you're good to go. I am an amazing, strong warrior. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Could you imagine how you would behave today, what you would do, what you would eat, who you would talk to, who you would not talk to, choices you would make, just trying on the new belief that I am an amazing, brave, strong warrior, which you are. Argue that with me. Dare ya. Anyway, sending lots of love. Bye.